I saved the prompt that drafts our engagement letters and shared it with everyone in my team. Is that an agent? I set an AI to watch my inbox for receipts and drop them into a folder and record them into a register with their figures in a spreadsheet. Is that an agent? I have AI that prepares our month end, all of it, end to end, the whole thing. Is that an agent? Well, I don't think it really matters what we call an agent anymore. Even if you're not actively creating agents in your business, the AI tools that you're already using are becoming more and more agentic. So it starts with just a chatbot and it gets to an AI employee. What happens on the way? So let's think of a process and think of how agentic AI manifests in our tools. So we start with AI that's just a chat. I go in and I ask it about some transaction. Should it have GST? Should it not? And it tells me, and I go and I update. That's the AI that we used to from maybe 2 years ago. We then start being able to save skills. So I got this great prompt. I can give it a GST report. It can highlight anything that looks suspicious or inaccurate. That's repeatable use of AI. That's fantastic. In Copilot, they call them agents. In Gemini, they call them gems. In Claude, they call them skills. Same. Then I start adding knowledge. This happens through the advent of MCP servers that allow us to connect our AIs into different systems, maybe into our accounting app. And through that, my AI can now see information about this client, and it has rich context. The next stage of the agency continuum is tools. Now I'm giving the AI tools and I'm allowing it to actually do things. Maybe it puts together a work paper for me and it highlights things in red and in gray so that I know what I need to look at. Maybe it can put notes inside my spreadsheets or annotate a PDF. The next stage after that is that I give it triggers. So I don't need to even ask it to do it. Maybe it does this job every night. It goes and looks for new transactions. It maybe accesses the accounting app, gets the new transactions, makes me a report of what it thinks I need to look at. Maybe it does it on a schedule, or maybe it does it because some event happened. A report got saved somewhere, or an amount got over something. And finally, the future is AI employees. So imagine all these little agents. One of them is responsible for getting the report, and another one for getting information about the client, and another one for annotating and compiling the work paper, and another one is busy chasing humans so that they review and give their okay and correct what needs to be corrected. And then another one gets the report again and makes sure everything looks good now. So this continuum. And where we are today, most businesses that I'm seeing today, most firms are working on saved skills and starting to work on knowledge. Tools are starting to happen, but that's still emerging with early adopters. And we need a lot of guardrails to actually do things. Triggers and AI employees on the horizon. The innovators are playing with that now. And even if we don't do anything, these tools are coming to us. So Microsoft Copilot, which is the most conservative one, already has those agents that are saved skills inside the very basic Copilot chat. It now introduced Cowork, and Cowork has tools built in. It has limited tools, so it will draft emails, for example, but it will not send them. The other day, I had a few dozen documents that I had to send a few dozen people, the right one to each one. And it went and drafted all of them for me with the right names and attached the right document to the one. And they were all waiting in my inbox for me to review and hit send. It can create spreadsheets. It can copy information. It can download reports. It can do a lot of things. So even if I don't create agents, my AI, Microsoft Copilot in this case, becomes more agentic. So what does that mean for us? Mostly that we need to educate ourselves for two reasons. One is that we actually make the magic with these things. We get the benefit of them. And the other is that we know how to keep safe. So we need to understand what these things can do so that we can keep safe. Go have a play with the capabilities inside your AI tool that you're already using. Tools like Microsoft Copilot and Google Gemini that are built into your office environment usually have quite cool guardrails there to make sure people can only do what they should do. tools like ChatGPT and definitely Claude are very, very powerful, but the blast zone is very big as well. There are not a lot of guardrails to limit what agentic capabilities people can use there. But I do think we need to understand those tools as well. This is the world we're living in. So in the AI with Inbal Club, we're doing Claude training in August. You can come in, we'll repeat it monthly as long as people are interested. And in our in-person events in Melbourne and in Sydney, we will focus on Copilot, but we'll also introduce some Claude, because I believe that we should all work in the safe environment, but have real understanding of what's coming from those frontier models.